Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss the answers of some selection questions of ethics and values for semester 1. ପୂର୍ବ ଭିଡ଼ିଓରେ ସିଲେକ୍ସନ୍ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ିକର ଭିତରୁ ଯାହାର ଆନ୍ସର ମୁଁ ଅପଲୋଡ଼ କରିନାହିଁ ସେଇଗୁଡ଼ିକ ମୁଁ ଏବେ ଆଲୋଚନା କରିବି ଏବଂ ଯେଉଁ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନର ଉତ୍ତର ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ମୁଁ ଆଗରୁ ଅପଲୋଡ଼ କରିଛି ସେଗୁଡ଼ିକର ଲିଙ୍କ ମୁଁ ଡେସ୍କ୍ରିପସନ୍ରେ ଦେଇଦେବି। ସେଇ ଲିଙ୍କକୁ କ୍ଲିକ୍ କରି ତୁମେମାନେ ସେଇ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ଦେଖିପାରିବ। Let us start today's session. First question. Explain how child marriage affect rights of a girl. Answer is girls are more vulnerable to child marriage. Child marriage refers to giving marriage a girl before she attains the age of 18. Child marriage violates children's rights to education and health. It exposes them to high risks of violence, exploitation, and abuse. It generates poverty and gender inequality. Child marriage exposes girls to sexual exploitation. India records the second highest number of child marriages. Over 47% of minor girls in India get married before the age of 18. Each year, at least 1.5 million girls face child marriage. Next question. What is marriage by consent? Marriage consists in a tie between a man and a woman. Here, consent or agreement is needed from both of them, but unfortunately, families give less weightage to the consent of girls. Many girls who are uneducated and get married in their childhood fail to exercise this right to consent. According to human rights, marriage shall be done with free and full consent of the spouses. The opposite of marriage by consent is forced marriage. Next question. What do you mean by forced marriage? Marriage without the consent of girl or boy is called forced marriage. Most often, girls suffer more in this case. So, forced marriage means forcing a girl to get married without her consent. Forced marriage is a marriage in which one or both parties have not expressed their full and free consent to the union. Child marriage is a form of forced marriage. The Indian Constitution grants right to liberty and choices of living life to all under Article 21. Forced marriages are illegal under Article 15 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. It is a violation of human rights. Next question. What is dowry? Give your own views on this practice. Dowry is a practice associated with marriage of girls. It refers to property given to the groom or his family either directly or indirectly. It is a payment made by a woman to her husband's family upon marriage. It can take the form of money, property, or estate. Family's preparation for giving the groom a dowry start with the birth of a baby girl and continue until she gets married. Nowadays, the practice of giving gifts to girls at the time of their marriage by parents has taken the ugly form of dowry. Just it is a new form of dowry. Next question. What are the steps taken by our country or state to prohibit dowry. In a marriage, men and women play the role of equal partners, but dowry degrades the institution of marriage and devalues women. Do you know dowry is a punishable offense and a criminal act in India? The following steps have taken by our state and country to prohibit dowry. The Dowry Prohibition Act came into force on 1st July 1961. It was passed with the purpose of prohibiting the demanding, giving, and taking of dowry. The Dowry Prohibition Act clearly stipulates that a person who gives or takes or helps in the giving or taking of dowry can be sentenced to jail for 5 years and fined rupees 15,000 or the amount of the value of dowry whichever is more. In 1980, the government set up a committee which recommended amendments in the Dowry Prohibition Act. An amendment to the law in 1986 mandated that any death or violence within the first 7 years of marriage would be tried as a crime related to dowry. This act empowers state governments to appoint dowry prohibition officers who not only have a preventive role but also have powers to collect evidence against people who take dowry. Next question. What is honor killing? How can you stop it? Honor killing is the murder of an individual either by an outside or a member of a family. Most often, it involves the murder of a woman or girl by male family members because they believe that the victim, that is the girl, has brought dishonor or shame upon the family. There are various motives behind honor killing, such as love marriage, intercaste marriage, homosexuality, divorce, disobeying elders, arguing with elders, choice of clothes, roaming with people, staying away from home till late at night, etc. To stop this bad practice of honor killing, first of all, we should create awareness among people. We should respect women and their values in society. We should create a safe environment for women. Government should take steps to safeguard girls and women honor killing. Next question. What are the issues or violence women face in public spaces? How can they be eradicated? Women face violence in all spheres of life. She faces violence at home, at school, in the public transport system, at work, at the street, etc. Violence is present throughout the life of a woman. It affects girl children, adolescent, young women, and adult women. Violence affects them physically as well as mentally. It impacts families, community, and the country at large. The different forms of violence against women in our society are eve teasing, stalking, rape and gang rape, sexual harassment at workplace, witchcraft induced murders, acid throwing, body shaming, sex trafficking, violence against women in custody, etc. To stop these practices and reduce the violence against women, we should have the following positive approach towards women. Women, like men, need to move safe with dignity. Women's health, their reproductive rights, and their choice and decisions need to be honored. Women's safety and security in public spaces is a collective social responsibility. Brutal activities like rapes, acid throwing need punishment on an immediate basis. Men and women need to share equal space in this world. Next question. What is sexual harassment at a workplace and what are its forms? Many women face gender related abuse and exploitation when they go out to work. They are physically abused, verbally abused, sexually oppressed. These take place both in organized and unorganized sectors. Employees and co-workers of the opposite sex use bad language for women employees. All these are hidden behind closed doors. Sexual harassment at workplace clearly violates the fundamental rights of a woman. Women face harassment of various kinds at their workplace, like physical contact, a demand or request for sexual favors, making sexually colored remarks, showing pornography, any other unwelcome physical, verbal, or non-verbal conduct of a sexual nature. Next question. Give an account of the role of sexist language in devaluing a particular gender group. Use of words or language can also have sexual connotations. Sexist language promotes superiority of the male and humiliates women. It creates a wrong biological image of women, affects their consciousness, and erodes the feeling of self-worth in women. Women are humiliated in the lyrics and depictions through the use of sexist language, such as popular songs like तू चीज बड़ी है मस्त मस्त, जिसकी बीबी मोटी, हलदी गिना, आंटी तम झुलाକୁ देखी बाबुला कांदुची, नड़िया तेल, मो हलदी गिना, इत्यादि इत्यादि. Sexist jokes also promotes violence against women. Use of sexist language in our daily conversation. Slangs are often used with reference to mothers and sisters. Thank you. अन्य क्वेश्चन मानकर आंसर रो लिंक मु डिस्क्रिप्शन रे देई देइछि. सेठी को जाई तुमे माने अन्य क्वेश्चन रो आंसर गुरको देखि पारिबो.